Hey guys, it's game collection update number 3. Are you getting sick of these videos yet? I'm not. Got a big collection here that I just picked up over the last few weeks and thought I'd share it with you. You guys noticed that I am now able to post longer videos on YouTube. So I've actually posted up my original game collection video, which was as to date as of March 16th. But as you can tell with the other collection update videos I've done, my collection has grown quite a bit since then. This is up to date as of July 16th, I think? We're the 16th today, yeah. It was yesterday was 15th. Math! Alright, let's start off with the story I gotta tell first. The original game I should be showing you right now is Wing Commander 4 on PlayStation. I actually found a copy of it. I bought it, took it home. The first disc is missing. So I took it back. Guy said, no problem. Just pick out another game for equal value. So I ended up picking up a copy of Wave Race 64. Wasn't a big fan of it the day, but hey, technically it was free. I already paid for another game, so might as well add that to the collection. Next up is Super Nintendo games. These two we actually just picked up today. They're good quality, a little bit of sticker, sticking a sticker because there were price tags on the top of it, and some little carvings on there. These belong to a old-timey grocery store 20 minutes away from us in a little town called Capilet here in New Brunswick. First game I got was, and Andrew, if you're watching this, you're going to flip your shit, and the next day you get off, come on by, we'll play some of this. Dun, 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 dun. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Probably the best Power Ranger game this side of the movie, which was on the same system, or the fighting game, which was on the same system. I think all the best Power Ranger games were on Super Nintendo. The Game Boy one was alright. I played that as a kid because we couldn't get the Super Nintendo one for some reason. This one was, actually my girlfriend picked it up because she really wanted to get it, and I figured why not. I mean, this is actually one that I haven't seen a whole lot of, so we figured I'd pick it up, and it's $5, why not? We got a copy of Beauty and the Beast. I think this was like one of the first Disney games that broke away from Capcom. This one by Hudson Soft. I've never actually played it before, so I'm going to pop this in the Super Nintendo when she gets home, and we're going to give this a shot. And I haven't been able to find a copy of this game for under $30 until last week. A guy was selling it for $20, and I couldn't pass it up. Finally got myself a copy again of The Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. Well, what can you say about that? Alright, I gotta do some rearranging here to keep everything in the same systems. Alright, GameCube time. I originally was going to pick this off a guy on Kijiji, but he lived out in Capilet, the place I just said, and I didn't want to drive all that way just for a $5 game. So I just picked it up at one of my local pawn shops here for $5, a GameCube copy of Soul Calibur 2. Don't have that yet. We have the PS2 version, and I actually, just for like, say I collect them all, I might get the Xbox version, even though Spawn's the exclusive character. No one gave a shit. Everyone either bought the PS2 version or this version. Mostly this one because you got to play as Link. Speaking of Link and fighting games, I finally got myself an actual working copy of Smash Brothers Melee. If you guys remember in one of the videos I said I bought it at a GameStop, it didn't work, I took it back, and I ended up getting Uncharted 2 Game of the Year Edition for PS3 instead. Almost fell over there. Next up on the docket is F-Zero GX. And no, I did not pay $24.99 for it. I actually paid $5 for it. I heard this one was the hard one, but then again I heard F-Zero X on the Nintendo 64 was hard too. So we'll give this a shot here, see what happens. And finally for GameCube, I got me a copy of Rogue Leader, Rogue Squadron 2. Big fan of the first one. Almost picked it up again today because there's this one shop that had like tons and tons of copies, but you know, you have to pick your games, and there's those two Super Nintendo games I don't see very often. The place I got those Super Nintendo games, really awesome. It's called, well, actually maybe I shouldn't tell you what the store is called, even though I probably already said it at the beginning of the video because I like to keep all those deals for myself. But yeah, for this place, they only charge $5 for Super Nintendo games, unless it's like a Mario or Donkey Kong game. Then they charge 10 and up, which is still, you know, fair prices. Next up, we got this for the Xbox, something that me and my girlfriend wanted to play, and we're thinking of actually making a series out of this. We haven't come up with an official name, but it's kind of like if you ever watch on YouTube Two Best Friends Play, maybe something along that. It's going to be a little different because I'm a console gamer and she's a PC gamer, so the thought of her having a controller in her hand kind of frightens her. She didn't really grow up on consoles, and I'm trying to train her on consoles. Actually, the only console game she has actually sat down, played, and invested a lot of hours in is Mass Effect. But then again, she doesn't really play on the harder difficulties to really get like the covering system and swapping out your ammo and all that. She just plays a basic play. This is one I think we're going to play together. Justice League Heroes. Just because of the fact that she's a really hardcore DC fan, and I'm a DC fan myself, but I find myself oddly more drawn to Marvel superheroes as opposed to DC. As you can tell with the Decepticon logo, Transformers are part of Marvel. We want to pick this up because it's essentially like Marvel Ultimate Alliance, except with DC heroes. So we want to try that out. Sucky part about this though, it's only 2-player, whereas the Ultimate Alliance games were 4, and they had online play as well. Finally, let's get into some PlayStation 1 games. This one I remember playing years before it was actually released to the public. My buddy bought this as an import. We played it on his mod Xbox, or not mod Xbox, mod his PS1 all the time. It was really bad fighting game. Actually, the next one's a bad fighting game too, but this one in particular, for $3 I couldn't pass it up. Dragon Ball Z Ultimate Battle 22. This game is horrible. If you've ever played any of the Super Famicom Dragon Ball Z fighting games, it's pretty much the same thing. It doesn't have a huge cast of characters, but it does give you like the main villains, Frieza, Cell, and Boo. So this one I don't have a jewel case for. I'm planning to get one. I had to order this online because I had to have it. A few weeks ago we were playing this game. We found this game actually at our local anime con, and as soon as we started playing it, everyone crowded around, and it actually spawned an unofficial tournament of this game, which I took first place. Thank you very much. The game being Street Fighter, the movie, the game. Yeah, that's right. Street Fighter with digitized graphics. Mortal Kombat meets Street Fighter, if you will. This game is a lot of fun. I mean, it's so cheesy that it's so much fun. I mean, Dhalsim's not in here, obviously, because, you know, what the fuck did he do in the movie? Nothing. It's replaced by this guy named Sawada, who's got this ridiculous, like, hand chop move that you can just, like, it's kind of like E Honda's 1000 hand slap, but it's just, like, it's weird. I think I gotta do like a half-quarter motion forward and punch, and just keep spamming the punch. It's a weird move. But yeah, that's the latest update. Going hard at work on the next Achievement Horror. Want to thank you guys for your suggestions and comments on the top 10 most underrated video game songs. Worked really hard on that list, and if you still have any, go back, watch that video, post some more in the comments there, because I want to hear some more underrated ones I may have missed. So I gotta get back to work. Raw's on tonight. Depending on how bad it is, I might make a vlog about that. Don't get your hopes up, but we'll wait and see. So until then, I'm Chase, and we'll see you next time I get a whole crap load of old and newer type games. Later.